Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Facebook training today. My name is Paul Croto. I'm a five-star executive here at Youngevity, and we're starting a series of classes here on how to use Facebook to quickly grow your business. So this is kind of an introductory kind of Facebook Live today that kind of just threw together because, instead of just diving right into everything, we kind of want to give you a preview of what's to come and how exactly Facebook works and how you can build an enormous business right here on Facebook. There's so many millions of people building a big business here on Facebook. And this was something that I wanted to learn more about. I'm like, if everyone else is doing it, I want to do it too. So we're going to talk a lot about how things have changed over the years, and social media is here to stay. So if you want to build a big business here in 2019 with Youngevity, we really feel that understanding how social media plays a role in that is critical. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So hopefully you'll be seeing my my PowerPoint presentation now. So let's get started. We want to kind of start at the top here and talk about RPM. This is something that Cheryl and I talk about a lot. Is always starting. We're to start everything with RPM. Okay. So we talk about RPM blocks. And what RPM does is it gives you three things. It gives you speed, it gives you power, and it gives you momentum. And those are the three things you want in your Youngevity business. So what does R stand for? R stands for result. What's the result that you're looking for here at Youngevity? What's the result you're looking for from this class? Why are you here today? Well, the result you're looking for is to increase my Youngevity monthly volume. Simple as that. Okay, we want to increase volume. That's what the whole goal is here. Okay, now the purpose. Why in the world do you want to increase your Youngevity volume? Well, this is really the million-dollar question, and the only person that can answer this question is you. And I can't encourage you enough right now or this weekend or over the next couple of days to spend a lot of time on this one thing. To really ask yourself, what is my why? Why am I doing this? Why do I want my Youngevity business to grow? If you don't figure this part out, you will never be successful. And this really is the most important part, because if you don't have enough pushing you to go do the things that you need to do on a daily basis, you just simply won't do them. Okay, there's so many people this time of year that start a weight loss program. Okay, I'm gonna do the Healthy Body Challenge. Lose weight. I'm gonna lose that weight this year. If you don't have a big enough reason why to do that, by Valentine's Day, it's gonna be gone. You're gonna forget all about this. But we talked yesterday in Star School about soon-to-be brides, how they're the best clients that I have because they have a real big reason why they want to lose the weight. They got this wedding dress, that's a size 8, and they're currently a size 10. So they got to lose, a dress size to fit into that dress. Plus, their wedding day is the most important day of their life. They want to look good on that day. So the reason's so big that they're willing to stick with it, and they have a deadline, that the wedding date is on this date. I have to lose this weight by this date. So their purpose is strong. Their why is strong. When you have that powerful why, you can achieve anything in your life. You can absolutely build a multi-million-dollar Youngevity business here. You just have to know why you want it so bad. And the analogy we used yesterday was kind of crazy. It was about a school shooting because I wanted to show Cheryl just a really powerful analogy. So I said, well, Cheryl, let's pretend the school called you and said there's a shooting at your school and that you have to get down there right away because they're holding a bunch of kids hostage. So now Cheryl, boom, RPM in her mind. Result, what does she want to do? She wants to get to the school. Why? Because her kids are the most important thing in the world to her. There's just nothing that's going to stop her from getting to that school. Now, the next part we're going to talk about is the map. How is Cheryl going to get from her house to the school? Okay. Now, does the map matter? It does, because there's definitely a quicker route from her house to the school. There's a quickest route from her house to the school. But let's say one of the roads is closed. Would that stop her? No, she would just go find another road. And what if that road was blocked or something was happening? Well, I would go find another one. So, you know, and I mentioned this analogy to Cheryl, and she said, well, Paul, as soon as you said there was a shooting at my kid's school, I thought of 10 different ways to get to the school in 1 second. So, you know, the map just appears, you know, and if you really want this bad enough, you're going to find a way to make it happen. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a strategy guy. Okay. I'm going to help you do this in half the time, with half the work in half the time, you know, and with twice the results. So strategy is very important to me. I mean, let's just say Cheryl's school, their school that her kids are at is south of her house. If Cheryl gets in her car and starts heading north, will she get to the school eventually? Yes, but she's going to have to drive all the way around the world to get there, okay? It would take her a long time. So today we're talking about strategy. So map, how am I going to increase my Youngevity business? So it's the how. So with this, we're talking today about the strategy, the plan on how to do that, okay? But what we go over today doesn't mean a hill's bill of difference if you don't have the result first and more importantly, the purpose first of why you want this, okay? I hope that gets clear there. So there are 3 ways to increase your volume here at Youngevity. That's it. There's just 3 ways to do it. Number 1, enroll new CEOs and customers. Bring new people in, whether it's you or people on your team bringing them in. If you're bringing new people in, volume's going up. The second way you can increase your volume is to have your current CEOs or customers reorder. Okay, so you had people order last month or the month before that, and they're ordering, a lot of them, more of them are ordering every month. That means there's more people ordering and the retention's high. If your retention's low, your volume goes down. So we got to worry about retention, not only getting new people in, but worrying about those quote unquote old people to make sure they keep on reordering. That'll make volume go up. And the third thing that'll make volume go up is to increase the average order amount. So you can simply go in your back office right now. You can look very easily at what your volume was last month. You know, the QV was $2,000, let's just say. That's how much your volume was last month. And when you click on that number, it will actually show you in the upper left-hand corner how many unique orders there were last month on your team. So let's say there was 20 people who ordered last month, okay, on your team. Simple math, the average person ordered $100. Now, some may have ordered 50 and some may have ordered 150, but the average was 50. So your goal every month is to make that average go up. If the average order amount goes up, your volume goes up. So we have to become ultra focused on these 3 things. These are the only 3 things in the world that matter. A lot of us get sidetracked on all kinds of other things, and we don't put hyper focus on these 3 things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So today we're going to focus on enrolling new customers. We're going to really focus on that part today, okay? Because there's ways to enroll new CEOs. There's retention strategies that we're going to go over on these classes in the future. And there's also how to increase the average order in your group. We're going to go over that in future classes too. But let's just take things one step at a time here, okay? Now, over the past 23 years, this is really humble of me to say. I've been extremely good at this, okay? I'm just going to say that I've been really, really good at this over the past 23 years. So I have a lot to share with you on exactly how I've done this. Enrolling new customers has been something I've focused on heavily, and it has benefited me tremendously, again, over the years. So things change all the time. What worked for me 23 years ago does not work today. So I was one of the best people in all of network marketing 23 years ago. You know, I got this audio tape called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And the mentor of mine that I enrolled with showed me that he had this mailing program. So he told me, showed me how to buy these audio tapes from Dr. Wallach. And they were $1 a piece. And I literally sent out 1,000 of these audio tapes, these Dead Doctor Don't Lie audio tapes, 1,000 per week, for 5 years straight. So I was sending out right around 50,000 audio tapes per year for 5 years. Okay, so that's how I, grew this enormous business because I had so many customers coming in, and I was so good at turning those customers into business builders and showing them how I was doing that, where I was getting the mailing labels from, where I was getting the audio tapes from, so that they could do the same thing I was doing and make an enormous amount of money. So if that worked today, I would tell you to go buy a whole bunch of Dead Doctor Don't Lie audio tapes and start mailing them out. But that doesn't work anymore. They don't even make audio cassette players anymore. As a matter of fact, CDs are basically gone too. So things change over the years, you know, and what was cool to get an audio tape in the mail 23 years ago isn't so cool today. Okay, so you got to get in this mindset that things are going to change all the time. That's what leadership is all about. That's why I'm so passionate about teaching about leadership, because leaders understand that things change. Okay, you look at every single stock in the whole world, every single Fortune 500 company out there. Every company goes up and then they go down. And then there's some lull time and then they go back up. It's that time where you have the lull time, or the time you go down, that the really great companies stick around. The other companies, the 98% of companies that can't handle the drop off, they go extinct, they go bankrupt. Okay? So it's important to know that when things change, when the audio cassette was gone, did I just go crawl into a corner and cry and say, oh, that's the end of the world? No, I learned that there's this new thing called CDs. So I started getting out CDs to people. Okay, now over time CDs stopped working. So now we're on the internet. Okay, this is the new way of living here. Okay, I never thought in a million years I'd be on something called Facebook, doing a Facebook Live, shooting a video to thousands and thousands of people. It's just crazy how technology has grown, but you have got to adjust to this or you will die, okay? You won't be successful. So learning classes like this and all the classes that we have planned is critical for your success, because you have to understand that things are moving really quick now, and things change, and you've got to stay with the times or you're not going to be successful. It's as easy as that, okay? So today the world revolves around social media, and the most used platform in the world is Facebook. Right now, at this current moment, there are 2.27 billion people actively using Facebook on a daily basis. Okay, 2.27 billion. Okay, so when you come to me and say, Paul, I can't find people, that's because they're all on Facebook. Okay, it is huge. Facebook has made the entire planet one small village. Okay, and it's the place to come to find people. Okay, so over the past year, Cheryl and I have taken multiple Facebook training classes from people who are making $1 million or more just using Facebook. So I studied from Tony Robbins my whole life, and the one thing that Tony Robbins really taught me was you got to model off of people who are successful. Okay, so if you want to bake a great cake, you got to go find people who bake great cakes and ask them, hey, how do you do that? And they'll show you, well, I took this ingredient, that ingredient, did this, and that. And then boom, they show you how to make a cake. And then you go and do it, and you can do the same thing. If you do exactly what they're doing, you can make the cake too. There's nothing stopping you from making that great cake also. So you just got to model people who are already doing it. So I really took this seriously. And I went to go find the people who were making $100,000 or more per month just using Facebook. I mean, this guy I met in Las Vegas just a few weeks ago, he has 2 apps on his phone. He's got Facebook and Facebook Messenger, and that's it. And he was making like $150,000 a month just using those 2 apps on his phone. So, and it's not anything difficult he's doing at all. It's not, we'll teach you all of it. I know every single thing that he does. We, learned all the secrets, not only from him, but from dozens of other people. So we're going to teach you exactly how to do this here. So we're going to be teaching classes on how you can use Facebook to build your business. So we're going to be teaching these classes inside our closed group called the Health Evaluation System. It's a community inside of Facebook, and you can get there if you're on your computer, you can just go to HEScommunity.com. So all HES members will be allowed into this group. So HES is the Health Evaluation System, and that's really our franchise. Okay, I talk all the time about the restaurant franchises I own. Well, we have a franchise inside of Youngevity called HES, the Health Evaluation Community. And that turns everybody into an instant health expert. You know, when you buy a McDonald's, the reason why you buy a McDonald's is because it's all figured out for you. You don't have to do any of the thinking yourself. And anyone can open McDonald's because there's a proven system in place. So what we did is we built this system that allows everyone to come in and instantaneously be ultra successful on Facebook and with Youngevity using this system. So we have a bunch of classes planned to teach on that group page. Now, the HES system, to get an HES system, in case you don't have one yet, you just go to healthevaluationsystem.com and you can purchase one right there. The system is $9.99 a month or $99 for the year. And I really suggest just go get the year. You know, you're not going to build this overnight. This is not a get rich quick. Well, you know, I'm going to teach you how to make $1 million this month on Facebook. It takes a while to build this up. Okay. But if you stick with it, by the 365 days from now, you'll be you'll be living a whole new life if you stick with this. So get the year. It's 100% tax write-off. And I'm going to be teaching a whole tax course that I'm super excited about. I met some new people that are going to be working with us to really teach this class, and I'll be sending out the link to those classes very soon. So they actually start this week. So I'll be getting that out to you. The training we're going to be doing next week is literally worth $500 by itself without a year's worth of the system. So for $100, you're going to have this incredible system that you'll be able to use. So the Dead Doctors Don't Lie CDs are $1 each if you buy 50 or more. So just that benefit alone, I mean, if you're going to share the CD with 10 people, or 10 people a month, you'll be spending $10 on that alone. You know, and again, people really don't have CD players anymore. And you know, I told you that I wasn't sending out 10 CDs a month. I was doing 4,000 a month. So you got to take massive action, you know, here. So for $9.99 a month, it's the best value in the world. Okay. So I'm going to go over exactly what I do and how I do it right here on this webinar today. Okay. So why does the system work so well? How did Paul become a 5-star executive using the system? I was in Youngevity for like 4 years, actually three and a half years. And I was struggling. I'll be honest with you. I was not making the kind of money I wanted to make. I was not a 5-star. I was just stuck, you know, and my team was stuck. So I had to come up with something. I had to come up with some kind of duplicatable system where anybody could be successful. So I got together with some of my leaders, Melissa Miller-Harris and some other people, and Cheryl Morley, and we designed this thing called the Health Evaluation System. And from using that system, my whole business skyrocketed, and I became a 5-star within 1 year. And, you know, not only was I super successful, but my whole team was too. And a lot of people here at Youngevity has been, you know, we're not just using it for my own team. We're allowing the whole company, if they so choose, to use it. Now, if you're using a different system already, keep using it. Okay. We're not taking you away from what you're doing is working. Keep using that. We don't want to wreck anything that's going really well. Okay. But if things are not going well, this is a great idea because it's proven and it absolutely works. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to paulcroto.info. So what I did is I went to GoDaddy and I bought this domain name. I don't know, it's like $8 or something. The info sites are cheaper. So it's paulcroto.info. So I'm going to stop my screen share here. And I am going to share my internet page, which is here. So share. So hopefully, you can now see my page, and what I've done here is I've gone to paulcroto.info. So this is if you go to there, whether you're on your cell phone or your computer, this is what the page will look like, okay? So and this has we've gone through a lot of trial and error with the health evaluation system. Originally, we were sending people straight to the evaluation itself. You know, I figured, well, find out the problem and then provide the solution. That was my whole mindset. And, you know, I started doing it and I wasn't successful at all. And everyone else that was doing it wasn't very successful either. So I know there's a system, a quiz out there that is offered inside the Youngevity app. And, you know, it's sending people straight to the quiz. And that just doesn't work. It hasn't worked for me. Maybe it works for you, but it ain't worked for me or anybody else I know. What you have to do is give people value first. You got to give people information. If you just come across and say, hey, take this quiz so I can show you what products to buy, you come off as being very salesy. you're basically a used car salesman, and people can sense that from like 10 miles away. So trust me, that doesn't work. Okay, you got to offer some value first. So for 20 years now, over 20 years here at Youngevity, Dr. Wallach's message has made this company who it is and what it is. Okay, so back when this whole started, Cheryl and Doc were together. What happened? Well, you invite people to the meeting that Dr. Wallach did. Dr. Wallach would give the presentation. After the presentation, people could ask questions, and Dr. Wallach would give them answers. So you listen to the whole presentation, and then you have questions and answers. And people would say, Doc, I got a question. And Doc would say, okay, go ahead. What's your question? He goes, well, I have high blood pressure. And Doc would say, okay, well, does your knee hurt? And I would go to these seminars and I would say, does your knee hurt? Why in the world would this guy ask, does your knee hurt? Doc has this whole different mind that's just genius, okay? That's why he's one of the best doctors ever to exist. And he's been able to connect all these things together, all these different health problems, and come up with the reason why you have this health problem. So he looks for the root problem. What is causing this health problem, okay? And so he'll ask these absurd questions to people. And so, after going to all of these things and traveling with Doc and basically spending a ton of time with him, I got to see a pattern that happened. And we sat down with Doc and went through his brain. And why do you ask this question? Why do you ask him that question? And we got to understand all of that and basically map out his mind into a computer program, okay, and which I'm going to take you through right now. So the whole thing is to listen to Doc's message first, okay? It's so important that you share the message, okay? So we're going to teach you how to find people on Facebook. We're going to teach you how to invite them to this page, and then we're going to teach you how to share properly. And you got to share the message. That's the whole thing. We're not in product distribution. You're not into distributing products here at Youngevity. Your job is to distribute information to people. Youngevity does all the product distribution. Okay, they got a big warehouse there in Chula Vista, millions of dollars of product. They got all the shipping. They do all the product shipping. You do none of that. Your job is to distribute information to people. The most important information in the world that you could distribute to somebody is the Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording. It's made me a multimillionaire. I've made millions of dollars from this one CD, okay? Not just me, but hundreds and hundreds of people have become millionaires off of this CD over the past 25 years. And this one recording has created more millionaires than all other recordings combined. That's how good this health recording is. And as good as it was when Doc first made this 20 years ago, it's 10 times better now. It's 10 times more relevant because people are more nutrient deficient now than ever before. So this is so, so important. If there's anything you can do to contribute to people's lives, if you want to live a meaningful life and contribute to society and contribute to other people's lives, there's nothing you can do for them better than to share this recording with people. I promise you, it changed my life. It's changed millions of other lives. It's made Youngevity what they are today, and there's millions and millions of people right now suffering from all kinds of different health problems because they don't understand that there's 90 essential nutrients that you have to take every day in order to be healthy. There's no negotiation behind this. They are critical. They are essential. Your body does not make them, yet your body needs them. And I underline the word needs. If you don't get them, bad things will happen. Okay, so it's critical that you share the recording. And we teach you in the classes exactly how to share it. If I send you this link, would you listen to it? So we have the whole thing. The whole scripts are coming out. I'm not going to go through that today because that's really what we're going to go over next week. But the key is you got to share this, okay? And then once they listen to this, you tell them underneath this, you got to hit the big orange button called Take Evaluation. Now, what we've decided to do here with Health Evaluation System is put another orange button next to that. So on Monday, you're going to see two orange buttons there, okay? The button to the right is going to say watch documentary. Watch the Dr. Wallach documentary. Okay? So this amazing documentary has come out about Doc's life and who Doc is, and to understand how unbelievably incredible this guy is. He's the most incredible guy I've ever met. And what he's gone through in his life and what these 90 essential nutrients mean to people. So I think the documentary is just out of this world incredible. So to not have it on this page is, this criminal. So we're going to put it on this page, so there'll be a direct link from your own website to the documentary. I'm just going to go point out here on this screen, and hopefully you can blow this up and see it a little bit bigger. There's a whole bunch of information on the site, okay? We're going to go through all that in future classes, but just know that we got this thing chock full, and we're increasing the amount of information we put on here all the time. We're building a hemp page now, because hemp has just become such a big part of Youngevity, and maybe one of the #1 add-ons to 90 for Life is going to be our hemp products. So we're adding on information about that and so many other things that they can come and get the information they're looking for here on your site, okay? And up here in the right-hand corner, it says buy products. That takes your prospect straight to your shopping cart so they can buy products from you, and you get credit. It's hooked up right to the Youngevity back office. So everything's in real time. So there's just a ton of value here on this info site. So this is, we call this the info site. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take evaluation. Now, the really important part of the health evaluation system, or a great piece of the health evaluation system, is that we make people at this time fill out their name and email address, okay, and phone number. Okay, so we were going to do this before they listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie, but it's very difficult, again, to ask for something without giving first, okay? Actually, that's going to be one of our top sayings here from this point forward, is you have to give to get. And you're going to see that posted all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them something free, a recording that's of high value, the highest value. And once we give them that free recording, we gave them something. So now, to ask for their information isn't bad. People are now willing to, they built some trust with you. They see the value of that recording, and they really want to find out, hey, how can this 90 for Life affect my life? Can it help me? And what products do I really need, is what the thought process that's going through your prospect's mind. So I'm just going to say I invited a prospect here named Joe Smith. Okay, so you got to put the full name in here. Joe Smith came here. Okay, email address. We're just going to put joe@yahoo.com. And, Joe's phone number can be 555-1234. And then who referred. Now, this is a huge part of the health evaluation. Also, great piece is that you can use this as a referral tool. So let's say you've helped Amy with her health problems, or whatever health problems she had, and she loves what you've done for her, really respects you, looks at you as an authority now for this, and all you did is just share some information with her. So she knows a bunch of her friends that she would love to share this health evaluation with, but she doesn't really want to do the business. She's got her own thing going on, whatever, we're not judging people. So, hey, listen, that's fine. Send them to me. Give them this link. So, they can type in who referred them. So, Amy referred me. Amy Jones referred me to the system. So, you see this person, Joe Smith. Well, where the heck did Joe Smith come from? Like, why is he taking one of my health evaluations? Oh, Amy Jones referred him. So now you know where it came from, and you can go ahead and thank Amy, or even ask Amy to get into Youngevity and get a $25 membership, and you can actually put Joe underneath Amy. It's what I do often, to reward them. Give them a little affiliate fee or referral fee for recommending Joe to me. Okay, so now Joe's going to hit the next button here, and you're going to see that a very, very professional evaluation pops up here. So they go through it. So it's just based on a 5-star scale, and people are used to 5 stars. I mean, if you shop on Amazon, everything's based on 5 stars. Okay, so a scale from 0 to 5. It's very, very familiar to people, and they understand what that means. So it's really cool here. Watch this. So white spots on teeth. Joe's like, nope, I ain't got none of those. Kidney stones. You know what? I occasionally do get those. So that's a 2. Okay, so he'll just click on the number 2, and the number 2 will appear in the box to the right. Bone spurs, no. Bone fractures, no. Weak bones, no. Trouble falling asleep, yeah. I occasionally do have trouble falling asleep, so that is a 2. Okay, tooth decay, no. Anxiety, depression, oh, I have some anxiety, okay? So maybe he's going to put 3 for that often. Vertigo, no. Nervousness, yeah, I am pretty nervous, so maybe that's a 3. Muscle cramps, no, not really. Blood pressure problems. Now watch this. Joe's going to put, no, I don't have any blood pressure problems. My blood pressure is normal. Hang on. Hold that thought. Restless legs, no. Headaches, yeah, occasionally I get that. Panic attacks, no. PMS, no. Shin splints, no. Drooping of the face. Now, you'll see here in the health evaluation, we don't put medical terms. The doctors can use whatever fancy words they want. They can call it Bell's palsy. They can call it diabetes, whatever. We don't have that kind of stuff here at Youngevity. We don't make any medical claims. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to solve health problems, okay? So you go to doctor's office. Doctor, my face is all screwed up. My face is drooping here. He's like, oh, you got Bell's palsy. What's that? Okay? It's something the doctors and medical community made up. Let the doctors and medical community go play in their own world. This is reality. The reality is they have a drooping face. Okay, so that's why we put it there like that, because we're not using any medical terms. So no, I don't have that. Hand, knuckle pain, no. Joint pain, no. Brittle nails, no. Gum problems. Yeah, I got some gum problems. Actually, they're kind of severe. So I'm going to put a 4 for that. Bone pain, no. Foot pain, no. Ligament damage, no. Numbness, no. Cartilage damage, no. Back, neck pain. Yeah, I get some back, neck pain. Now, do I take pain medication? Nope. Take blood pressure pills. Yeah, I take blood pressure pills every day. So no wonder Joe's blood pressure is fine, because he's on these pills. Okay, so he puts a 5 there. So, we catch things like that where people may tell you that their blood pressure is fine, but they fail to tell you that the reason it's fine because they're on these drugs. Okay, and we want to get people off of drugs. So that's why we put that question in there. So as you can see, this is very thorough. It's not some little quiz that asks you 4 questions. This is extremely thorough, so we get to know Joe very well and make a proper diagnosis, just like Dr. Wallach would on Joe. Okay, we're not leaving anything up to the wind here. These are the exact same questions that Dr. Wallach would ask Joe if they were face-to-face. Okay, let's go to the next part. Okay, the next part is soft tissue questions. Cognitive issues, is there anything going on with the brain? Is there any kind of memory loss? No. Do you have forgetfulness? Yeah, I have some forgetfulness occasionally. Okay. Acne? No. Low libido? No. Low sperm count? No. Trouble breathing? Sometimes I do have that. So Joe put a 2 there. Muscle weakness? No. Body stiffness? No. Dry eyes? Now Joe has dry eyes a lot, so he's going to put a 4 for that. Eyesight problems? No. Overall body pain? No. Hand tremors? No. Fried food cravings? No. Skin problems? Yeah, occasionally I have a skin problem, so put a 2 there. Dry skin and dry feet. Well, that's a big problem for me. Joe's got extremely dry skin. Okay, so he's gonna put a 5 for that. Blood clots? No. Aging? No. Wrinkles? No. Hair loss? No. Heart problems? No. Gallbladder issues? No. Hemorrhoids? No. Joe doesn't take any cholesterol meds, no blood thinners, no diuretics, no fibromyalgia medication, no MS meds, no Alzheimer's meds, and no Parkinson's meds. Okay, that's very easy. Just goes right through, but it's very thorough. We want to cover all of our bases to know what is going on with Joe again. Now we're talking about blood sugar, irritability. Is there any irritability going on with you, Joe? Yeah, I often get irritated. So he puts a 3 there for that. High cholesterol, no. Cravings for sweets, no. Cravings for carbs, yeah. Joe loves his carbs, so we'll put a 4 there. Behavior, mood swings, no. High blood pressure, high sugar levels, no. Low blood sugar levels, no. High triglycerides, no. Tired after meals. Yeah, Joe says I get tired after meals often, so let's put a 4 there. Adrenal fatigue, I do feel kind of tired. Maybe that's a 3. Overall fatigue, we'll put a 3 for that also. Numbness in feet, no. Anxiousness, yeah, there's times that Joe feels anxious, so he'll put a 2 there. Headaches sometimes, wake up during the night sometimes. Bedwetting, no. Night sweats, no. Hyperactivity, no. Fainting spells, no. Trouble losing weight, oh. And if you put a wrong answer in here, you can go and say, yeah, I do have trouble losing weight. So we'll put a 4 there for Joe. Weight gain, yeah, I'm gaining weight. So Joe will put a 3 in there, maybe. Excessive sweat excessively, no. Falling asleep randomly, no. Moodiness, depends who you ask. If you ask my wife, she'll say yes, but I don't think it's so. But I'll put a 2 there. Maybe occasionally do a little mood swing. Depressed, no, not really. Learning disabilities, no. Do I take any kind of ADD medication? No. Blood pressure meds, no. Mood swings, no. Take insulin, no. Now, sometimes I'll actually be doing this with the person. We could get into a Zoom meeting or maybe we're next to each other, and I'll actually do this with them. You can learn a ton about a person by doing this. And remember, this is a relationship business. Now, often I just send them the link and they do it themselves whenever they get a chance. But I love doing it with people too. If I have the opportunity to do that, and I feel like it's critical right now that we do it together, then I do it with them. So, and again, you learn so much about the person when you do it with them. So then we talk about skin problems with digestion. So do I have any skin problems? Yeah. Do I have any allergies? Yes, I do. Do I have any heartburn? Occasionally. Food allergies? No. Intestinal problems? No. Flushing cheeks? No. Foot odor? No. Indigestion? No. Though I do get some bloating once in a while, Joe says. Ulcers? No. Stomach or intestinal pain? No. Colon problems? No. Diarrhea? No. Absorption issues? Now, a lot of people are going to put no here because they don't realize that they have these massive absorption issues because they're eating so much gluten in their life, so that's going to be part of the education process here. Bowel function problems, no. Gas, no. Candida, no. Nausea, no. Constipation, once in a while. Yeast infections, no. Indigestion, yeah, I do get that quite often, so I'm going to put a 4 there. Burping, 0. Get sick often, occasionally, not that often. Gluten intolerance. Now, some people, again, may put a 0 here because they don't realize that that's what's causing it, but some people do, and more people every day are now understanding the real bad problems with gluten and paying more attention to it. So you'll see more and more people scoring higher on that. Food sensitivities, no. Bumps on upper arms, no. Do I take any antacids? Yes, sometimes. Fiber meds or fibromyalgia meds, any kind of fiber or meds for constipation. Doesn't do that. Meds for digestion problems, no. Take any kind of antibiotics. And at this time, Joe's not taking any antibiotics. So it goes on to the next step here. And you can see, again, this is extremely thorough here. So now there's a questionnaire on the last page here. So Joe, let's just say Joe's 40 years old. He weighs 200 pounds. He's 6 foot, 0 inches. And does he have any MD diagnosis, any kind of surgeries we should know about, or additional health information? You're going to be shocked at how much information people typically put in here. You need to know about these surgeries or other thing that's going on with them, because you give this health recommendation to them, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, you never mentioned to me that you had this surgery or that surgery or this going on or that going on. So this is a place where there's some critical information that they're going to give to you in this blank, okay? So I'm just going to put no for now, but, Joe may, or the people that you work with may put something in there. Are you interested in losing weight? Yes. Do you exercise regularly? Yes. Now, why are we asking these questions? Well, we're going to, recommend their protocol for them based on these answers that they're giving, okay? Are you frequently sick? No, not really. Are you interested in strengthening your immune system? Well, I am interested. I never want to get sick, so I want to get my immune system as strong as possible. Do you have trouble staying focused? Yeah, I have a tough time staying focused. Do you feel exhausted most of the time? Yeah, I do feel exhausted. Do I have any thyroid issues? No. What do you do for a living? Now, why would we ask this? Well, couple of reasons. Number one, maybe they got a super strenuous job that we need to know about. No wonder you're tired all the time. You work 18 hours a day at this plant, or, whatever really tough job that they have. The other thing we want to know is, we want to bring up the fact that we got a business here. You can do this for a living. Just give out these health evaluations to people, and you can run your own Youngevity franchise. So let's just say, they work at let's just say they work at Ford, okay, and they build cars, okay. So they may love that, but you're like, oh, I see you work at Ford. I drive a Ford. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you like your job? Oh, 0. I hate it. Boom. Now a whole, when you get these answers from people, you can ask them these kind of questions, and we'll teach you how to do that in future classes. But you may just have yourself a brand new business builder here just because we asked this one question. So there's a rhyme and a reason to everything we do here. And that's the reason why we asked that question here. Do you have a cat or dog? Kind of an odd question for a health evaluation. But hey, we want healthy pets too, right? So they say yes, so we can offer them all the amazing pet products that we have here at Youngevity, like Arthrodex. You got a pet, they have to be on Arthrodex. It is the #1 pet supplement in the world. So we want, to recommend that to them if they have a dog or pet. I'm sorry, dog or pet, a cat or dog. So questions for females. These are questions that females would answer. Obviously, males skip that part. So since Joe's a male, we're going to skip that part and go on to, are you concerned about prostate health? Yes. Are you interested in increasing your libido? Well, yes, I am. Do you have any kind of mood swings, irritability? Okay, yeah, maybe once in a while. Do you have trouble sleeping at night? Yes. You still have your gallbladder? Yes. Now that's going to alter the recommendations we make based on whether they have a gallbladder or not. So again, this is a very thorough evaluation where we want to know everything about the person before we make some kind of recommendations. Again, that little health quiz doesn't do that. Okay, it doesn't ask them these critical questions like Doc would ask to find out the most about them. Now, this next part to me is critical. It's important. It's you got to set goals with people. What do they want? If you could change anything about your health, what would it be? So my most important health goal is to, I want to lose 20 pounds. Let's just say that's what Joe puts in here, okay? Now, they may not get this right, because people aren't really familiar with goal setting. So this may be something where you have to step in and help them during your review of this with them. But this is critical. I mean, you got to give them what they want, okay? Again, that Zig Ziglar quote is what Star School is based off of. You can have anything you want in your life as long as you help enough people get what they want. So what do you want? Well, I want to lose 20 pounds. You get Joe to lose 20 pounds, you get to have whatever you want in life, okay? Because he's going to be buying products. He's going to be recommending to other people, and your business is going to flourish. So you got to focus on what other people want. If you get them what they want, you will have everything you want in your life. It's a universal law. It's what I live my life by. It's what Cheryl lives her life by. It's what Youngevity is based on, okay? It's about helping other people get what they want. The whole tagline to Star School is live the life you want. We show people how to live the life that they want to live, okay? But we got to find out what is it that they want. You don't know what they want, you can't get it to them. So ask them these questions and really, spend some time. Now, they don't know right now that, their category 2 score is super high. Like, they don't even know what category 2 is right now. So they might put something else in here like have more energy. And again, we can fine tune this with them once, you meet again. And I fine tune it all the time with people when I meet with them. My third most important health goal is to get off my blood pressure medication. Okay, so I want to get off this blood pressure medication. I hate it. I don't want to take it anymore. So how do we, the blood pressure medication is not fixing the problem. It's masking it, okay? There's an underlying reason why Joe's blood pressure is high. We got to find out what that underlying reason is, and that's what this health evaluation does. So he hits the next button. Now, after he hits the next button, he's taken to a disclaimer, okay? We're here. We don't want to, tick off the FDA. We're not here to make any kind of health claims. We're not here to make any kind of product claims, okay? So you got to read this whole thing here, written by lawyers, so that we get Joe to click agree, and then he can hit submit. If they do not do this part, the health evaluation will not go through. So they got to agree. So just filling out the last page and hitting next isn't good enough. Okay, they got to hit agree and then hit submit to go to the recommendation or the results and recommendations page. Okay, so now they're taken to the review recommendations. So this is the results and recommendation page here. So what are the results from the health evaluation? Hard tissue, 24. Soft tissue, 15. Blood sugar, 32. Digestion, 19 points. Total evaluation score, 90. Okay? So this page is designed to give you an overview of the scores and recommendations based on those scores. Okay? So based on the things that Joe just filled out. You'll receive a more detailed report via email. Please contact your Youngevity consultant to review these recommendations with you to help you design the ideal personalized health protocol. So understand that a 90 is not good. The best health score you can have is a 0. This kind of works like golf, okay? The lower the score, the better. 90 is not good. That is very, very bad, okay? So we want to get that way, way down, and we know exactly what categories Joe is struggling in. Actually, Joe is struggling in all the categories. Okay, so we answered yes on and put some points in each category there. So it gives you a recap of this, Joe's name or his name, age, and that, and then choose your 90 essential pack. So everything starts with 90 for life. That's what we learned from Dead Doctors Don't Lie. So we learned from Dr. Wallach. You got to pick your 90 pack. So choose one of these packs. Now there's a whole bunch of ways to get the 90. We have the on-the-go pack also. I actually love the Ultimate Tingy Tangerine. It's a liquid, and I mix it with the liquid OsteoFX. So I take the two liquids, mix them together, and I take the EFAs, and I still get my 90. So there's probably 10 different ways to get your 90. These are just 3 of the ways, and we can find the best way for that person. So I'm going to work with Joe to get Joe to be happy, and that's really what I love about Youngevity is there's so many different options. If we just had one healthy body pack and Joe tried it and he didn't like the flavor, we could try the other flavor. We could try peach. We could try the liquid version. We could try the tablets. So we got all these different options, and maybe you want powdered calcium. Maybe you want liquid calcium. Maybe you want calcium in capsules, and all the different EFAs that we have. So there's a whole bunch of different combinations we can come up with that's going to work for your prospect. And then you just got to let them know that, hey, this is what I do. This is what I think. I love it. But let's give it to you. If you don't like it, there's a money-back guarantee. We can exchange it for something else. If you don't like the powdered calcium, we'll get you the liquid calcium. We'll keep on switching things out until we find the right combination that you like best here, okay? And we got a plan A, B, C, D, E, and F. We got a lot of plans here. And plan Bs, if you will, to the products here. So we'll get them on the exact healthy body pack that they need. We're going to make sure that they're getting all 90 nutrients, okay? Recommended add-on products. Now, this is where this system really, really shines, okay? It not only gives them which products they should take, but it scores each product on a scale from 1 to 100 based on the scores that, or the scores they gave in the health evaluation section. So plant-derived minerals got a score of 100. There's no more important add-on product that Joe could add to his 90 essential nutrients pack, his healthy body pack, than the minerals, okay? And that's because a healthy body pack is only geared for someone who's 100 pounds. Joe's 200 pounds. Now, we could start off, Joe, with 2 healthy body packs, okay? But from my experience here at Youngevity, and I'm sure you may disagree with me, and there may be a lot of people disagree with me, I don't like giving people 2 healthy body packs on month 1, no matter what their weight is, okay? They've been nutrient deficient for 40 years. To give them all these nutrients in month number 1, I've just had too many people that I've worked with personally, too many stories I've heard where people took too much too fast and got sick because it was just too much for their system. It's too much health too fast. And it didn't agree with their system because they're used to being sick. Their system isn't used to all this good stuff, and it literally made them feel not good. So I rather give them a little bit less in month number 1 and then slowly build them up. Now, I do take 2 healthy body packs every month because I've been building myself up to that. But it took me 2 or 3 months to build up, and then I can take 2 packs a month, no problem. But in the meantime, we know that they're extremely mineral deficient. So giving them extra minerals just makes sense. Okay. Anybody that weighs over 100 pounds, they should take the minerals. Okay. It's the #1 add-on product. You're going to see that come up for just about everybody because just about everybody weighs over 100 pounds, unless you have a child that's taking this and maybe they won't weigh over 100 pounds. So Sweeties came up as the next most important product. So everybody's got a budget. Okay. Everyone can only spend so much money. So when you make an evaluation like this, and Joe's thinking, well, Paul, I only have, $170 or $200 or whatever number he gives me that he can afford per month. And I ask him, Joe, how much can you afford per month for this? And that's the key question to ask, because this isn't a one-time purchase. Sure, anyone can blow $400 this month on health products and get everything that they need and all these products here, but can they afford $400 every single month? No. So find out what they can afford every month. And he's like, well, I can do $200 a month. So maybe we're going to do the Healthy Body Pack, the minerals, and what's the most important product that we have here at Youngevity that will benefit Joe? Well, according to all of Dr. Wallach's thinking and all the programming that we put into this here, Sweeties gets a score of 21. It gets a little bit better score than Glucogel. So statistically speaking, based on Joe's health score, what's going to have the most effect on Joe is going to be Sweeties, okay? So this is extremely valuable information that we're giving to you and to Joe so you can make an educated decision on what is the most important part. Now, if he's got a little bit more money, we're going to go with Glucogel next. Now, root beer belly is super important, okay? It's one of the most important add-ons there is. Enzymes, super important. Selenium, we could argue all day that selenium is the most important thing to take as an add-on. But again, we're looking at Joe's budget, and we're looking at Joe's health problems right now. When we fix these blood sugar problems, we fix up Joe's diet, maybe he won't need Sweeties anymore. And we're going to get to retesting and how important retesting is, because you'll see that Sweeties may not be on the list anymore when he takes it the second, third, or fourth time. Okay, maybe Glucogel is not on the list anymore because it fixed the problem. Once you fix the problem and you're feeding your body enough calcium, you may not need Glucogel, or not, at least not as high of a score than this. Glucogel may move down the list a little bit, and selenium may move up the list a little bit, okay? But at this moment, this is a snapshot of where Joe is at, and these are the products that Joe needs, okay? These are the additional recommended add-on products. Where do we get this from? From that last page where we asked Joe, would you be interested in losing weight? Yes, okay, so we're gonna throw some weight loss products at Joe and say, listen, we got this Fit Shake, we got this Keto Shake, we got the Rev, strike up a conversation with Joe about losing some weight and getting on our Healthy Body program. This is all a conversation starter. Why rebound? Because he said he exercises. Everyone that exercises needs rebound. You need more vitamins and minerals and all the things you lose when you exercise. Dr. Wallach, one of Dr. Wallach's main quotes from all his years has been, exercise without supplementation is suicide, right? Exercise without supplementation is suicide. If you're exercising, if you're losing a lot of sweat and you're losing minerals and things and nutrients while you're working out, you got to replenish those things, okay? You got to take more nutrients. Arthrodex, why do we recommend that? Well, because they said they had a dog. So we put that in there. Prostate FX, he was concerned about his prostate, so we put that product shows up. This is an amazing product. I mean, for guys, if you're a guy out there, you got to be taking Zeratest. I mean, it is the best testosterone boosting product I've ever taken my whole life. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm getting older now. You can see the gray hair coming in here. I got to take some more minerals to get rid of that. But everything starts going bad as you get older, if you're a guy watching this. So Zeratest is one of my best favorite add-on products. And so does the male hormone support. Just really balances everything out inside of guys, okay? And guys know we have ups and downs too, not just women, So it's great for your hormones to be all balanced and just really level by taking this Good Herbs product. The Good Herbs line is unbelievable. I mean, we have not only the best nutrition supplements in the whole world, but we have the best herbs in the whole world too with this Good Herbs line. It's absolutely phenomenal. And Quanta Water has changed my whole life. You've heard my stories on Quanta Water. If you haven't, I'll republish them. But working with Fred Van Loo, having the Harmony products in my household and using them daily has completely changed my life. So whenever you find someone that's got fatigue going on in their lives, it's probably because they're drinking dead water, or water with no energy in it, okay? So that's a product we recommend. Step number 4, place your order today. Please contact your Youngevity consultant to review these recommendations with you and help you design the ideal personalized health protocol. Now, they can go on and click here and go straight to your shopping cart and start buying things. But let me tell you, that does not happen. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. If you think this Youngevity business is some sort of automated process where you're just going to jump on the internet and become a multimillionaire because everyone's going to click on your shopping cart and go shopping, it doesn't work that way. Network marketing is 2 words. You got to focus on the first part, networking, okay, and meeting people, building relationships. Why do people keep coming back to me all the time to keep ordering and stuff? It's because the relationship I built with them. Relationships are the most important thing you have in your life. So you want to build those relationships. And when you do that, they'll keep coming back to you. They're not going anywhere else to buy their health products. They're coming to me. I have a 100% retention rate with people I work with. Why? Because I work with them. I built an amazing relationship with them. Okay, and they not only do they stick with me and keep buying products, they send people to me all the time. I don't even need to go and find more prospects because I got so many referrals coming to me every single day from people that I've gone the extra mile and helped them. I helped them place their order. I helped them. I called them and followed up with them. I did all the things I was supposed to do to help them. Now they also can learn more. And again, there's a whole other section to this system that you buy for $9.99 a month that's got all this other information so they can learn more things here. And again, we're going to go over this in future classes, but it's all there, okay? So let me stop the share once again. And I'm going to now go back to sharing the PowerPoint that I was sharing with you earlier, just to close up this training today here. I hope this is getting value. If you're getting some value from this, I hope you can post a little comment underneath this. I really appreciate it to get your feedback. If there's something that you didn't like about it or you did like about it, I'd love to hear about it. I'm great at taking constructive criticism too. And my cup's always empty. You can teach me something. I would love, if you have something that you're doing that's working great, let us know. We want to go and investigate that. And if it's working for you, then we want to try it too. So love getting feedback from people. So please, if you're on Facebook right now, please make some comments about this training so far. So we went to paulcrow.info, and again, I'll teach you how to set up the whole GoDaddy thing in future classes, but just know that that's where I went to, and I forwarded my domain to the long, a health evaluation system link. So that link's pretty long. I wanted to shorten it and just be able to tell people to go to paulcrow.info to learn more about what I do. Okay? So now they get a copy of their results and recommendations, and so do you. This is something that's unique to the health evaluation system, okay? Other systems don't do that. So they're gonna get a copy in their email of everything we just went over, and so will you. You will know they took the health evaluation, you will know their scores, you will know what they scored themselves on, and you will know what recommendation that Dr. Wallach made to them, so that when you call them back, and you should already have a scheduled appointment to call them back before you even gave them your Dead Doctors Don't Lie link, okay? I don't just give people my paulcrow.info link. I say, if I give you this link, would you listen to the recording? And they say, yes, I would. Great. After you listen to the recording, click on the Take Evaluation button, the big orange button there, and take the evaluation. Once you take the evaluation, we can get back on the phone together and go over your results. Okay? When would you like to get back together? Notice I have not given them my link yet. I've asked them, when would you like to get back together? They say, well, we can get back together on Thursday. Okay, super. What time Thursday is good for you? 4 o'clock. Super. Put them in at 4 o'clock. And now this thing becomes a ticking time bomb to them. Okay? Now they know they got to listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie and get this evaluation filled out before Thursday at 4, because I'm calling them Thursday at 4 to go over the health evaluation with them. Now, if it's Thursday morning and I check my schedule and I see I got to call Joe at 4 today. So I go into my emails and say, you know what? I don't remember getting an email from Joe or from the health evaluation system with Joe's scores in it. So I call Joe, or I send Joe a text. Joe, just check and make sure we're on for 4 o'clock today. I just went through my email and I didn't get a copy of your health evaluation. Just wondering if you had a chance to complete it yet. Now, a couple things could happen at this point. Number one, maybe the health evaluation, he did take it, and the health evaluation went into your spam folder or something. Happens all the time, okay? There's all these spam protectors out there now that put all my important stuff into my spam folder. You know, all the junk that I get is in my inbox, you know, the ads and stuff, and all the stuff I need, my plane tickets and everything are all in my spam folder. So you got to go check your spam folder and make sure that it didn't get somehow put in there. You know, maybe Joe didn't get a chance to do it yet. Okay, so this is a reminder to Joe, hey, I got to listen to that Dead Doctors Online recording and get this health evaluation done before I talk to Paul at 4 o'clock today. Or he's like, listen, I got busy. You know, life got in the way. Is there any way we can reschedule that for tomorrow? Because I'm never going to be able to listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie and do the health evaluation before 4 o'clock today. And I reply back, absolutely. What time tomorrow is good for you? 4 o'clock is still good for me. I just can't do it today. I can do it tomorrow. Perfect. So now I got a chance to reschedule that, okay, just by looking at my emails and seeing if he filled it out yet or not. So now we want to help them pick which products are best for them based on their score and based on their goals. You know, Joe's #1 goal was to lose weight. So, you know, would Sweeties help them lose weight? Well, of course it would, because we know weight loss is nothing more than a blood sugar problem. So Sweeties not only is going to help Joe with his blood sugar problems, but it's also going to help Joe lose weight, because Sweeties is a great weight. This is probably the best weight loss product you could take, right? So we want to pick up the best products for him there. So we want to take a healthy body pack, whatever is best one that you guys decide on together, and what add-ons are best for him, okay? Now, it doesn't matter where they start. You know, I get people every day that come to me and say, Paul, you know, I tell them they need all this stuff, you know, and they don't do it. They don't buy it. And I'm so upset, you know. Listen, you went through, you know, years of Dr. Wallach training. You've been with Youngevity for a long time. You understand how critically important these products are to your health. That's why you're taking $500 worth of products a month. This prospect, Joe, doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know how important these nutrients are and how well they work and how amazing you feel when you take these products. But we just can't get a no. We can't get a no sale. You know, we got to get Joe on something. So I'll back down. We start at $200 or $300 or whatever the recommendation is. Joe, can you afford this on a monthly basis? No, I can't. And I tell them, the reason why I ask them, can you afford this on a monthly basis? Because I let them know up front that this is 90 for life. This isn't 90 for 90 days. This isn't 90 for 30 days. This is 90 for life. You need these nutrients every single day. Now, is there any kind of contract they got to sign? No, there's no contracts. But we got to pick a number that they can afford per month. I don't want someone to place a $400 order this month and then order nothing next month because they're broke. If all you can afford is $100, then put $100 down. We'll find the products for you that $100 can cover. You know, maybe there's someone very, very, you know, I want to say broke, because we all know, and in case you don't know, people will lie to you, okay? They got lots of money, but do they have money for you? Is their health a high enough priority in their life to spend money on? A lot of the times the answer, unfortunately, is no. But I ask people, is your health worth $5 a day? Now, you know, this webinar has been over an hour now. If you got anything from this training today, write down that question. Is your health worth $5 per day? That alone is a tip that will make you extremely rich if you ask that to enough people. Is your health worth $5 a day? If someone says no to that, just crazy. I mean, think about it. If you don't have your health, you can't do anything else. You know, you say, well, my family's most important to me. Yeah, but if you're dead, you can't do anything for your family. So your health is the most important thing there is. Is it worth $5 a day? People spend $5 on a coffee. So I get a lot of people on $150 auto ship easily, but I also have a lot of people just ordering a bottle of minerals because I know what the minerals do for people. Actually, I became a multimillionaire just on the minerals. Back when I started 23 years ago, we only had one product. That was the minerals. And I wasn't even with Youngevity back then. I was actually working with Dr. Wallach and the Dead Doctors Don't Lie audio cassette before Youngevity even was open. And all we did was sell the minerals, because the minerals have such an enormous impact on people's health. I mean, 80% of the time, it's a mineral deficiency that's causing the problem. And once you start taking these minerals, if you ever stop taking them, you're going to miss them. You're going to say like, wow, I don't feel so good today. There's something missing. And it shows up pretty quick, like a day, 2 days, definitely 3 days after you stop taking the minerals, or if you forgot to take your minerals for 3 days, you're going to start noticing that. So you definitely want to get people on something. I have 100% closing rate. Okay, it's not because I'm an unbelievable salesman. It's because I built a great relationship with them first, and we're going to teach you exactly how to do that next week. And I gave them value up front. I gave them a recording. I didn't ask them to fill out a health quiz. I gave them something of value, that the Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording. I gave them, I offered them to watch the Dr. Wallach documentary, so they got to know Dr. Wallach first. Because they know Doc so well and they heard the recording and they understand how important this is now, to fill out the health evaluation at this point was easy for them. And then I called them back and I went over it with them, so they see that I really care about them. Okay. And if, I always get, can you at least do a $20 bottle of minerals? And that's my last resort. And we're going to teach you exactly how to take people from $20 a month to $200 a month. Okay. I'm extremely good at that, because I know once I get them in the door, once I get them some results and I keep in touch with them, they're going to add more to that because they miraculously find more money. They've had the money all along. They just are now seeing how valuable this product is and how valuable you are to them. And they're going to start ordering more product. Okay. In the beginning, I didn't even order that much. I ordered one healthy body pack. Now I order $1,000 a month in products because they completely have changed my life. And I feel like an absolute machine when I take these products. So I take all the, the coffee, the essential oils, the everything. I mean, if you mention it, I got it on my auto ship. So, but it doesn't start there. Okay. People aren't going to start with $1,000 auto ship. But they'll build up there. You just got to get them in the door. So get people on a 20, if they don't want to do the whole thing, it's not an all or nothing thing here. They can do a little piece and they will see some results. Will they see amazing results? No, because they're missing, the other, 30 nutrients, and they're missing the add-on products that they need. So they're not going to see the type of results they could achieve, but they're going to see some results. And as long as they see some results, they will keep ordering, and they're probably going to order more from you. Okay. So be a good coach. Okay. So you can't just enroll someone and forget about them. You've got to become a health coach to them. What does that mean? Okay. There's 3 things you must do every single day to be successful here at Youngevity. Number 1, personal growth. Cheryl and I started this new group called the GrowTogetherClub.com. If you haven't joined it yet, please join it. It's the most important part of growing your Youngevity business is growing yourself. That's why I'm so passionate about leadership. If your lid is here, this is as good as your Youngevity business will be. So you got to raise your lid. You got to become better. Once you become better, your team gets better. You can grow a bigger team. So get involved in personal growth. Super, super important. Join this. Go to growtogetherclub.com if you're on your computer, or just if you're on Facebook on your on an app, on your Facebook app, just type in Grow Together Club, and there's number 2 in there, and you can join our personal growth club. Okay. Number 2, you got to recruit. You got to get new customers and new CEOs in your business all the time. Okay. I get 1 a week, my bare minimum. Okay. And that should be your bare minimum too. And we're going to teach you exactly how to get a new CEO, new customer in your business every single week, personally. Next week, that's what our training is going to be about. 3, you got to coach. You can't just sign these people up and forget about them. You got to become a business coach or a health coach. And you're probably thinking, well, Paul, I'm not a good coach. I don't know how to coach. Okay. Cheryl Morley won Trainer of the Year last year, and I won it the year before. So we will teach you how to coach. We're 2 of the best coaches in the whole company, in the whole network marketing industry. We're going to teach you how to coach your business people, how to coach your CEOs that are on your team, and how to coach your new customers. Okay. And there's a very strict method to doing this. And we're going to go into a whole call on exactly how to coach customers, and then another whole call on how to coach your business builders, your CEOs on your team here. Okay. So take the order from them, go to the website yourself, put the order in, set up their auto ship, do it with them. A lot of times I like to either sit next to them and do this whole thing with them. I go to my Youngevity.com website, I place the order. I get them in as a customer. You know, I do everything. So I show them what I'm doing. Let me tell you, if there's something you're going to write down from this training today, it's this. Never leave it up to them. If you just like, oh, go to my site and order, it's not going to happen. At least it won't, you know, you got a 50-50 chance if they're going to go do it. Even after everything you did with them, it's a 50-50 chance. You can never leave it up to them. Either do it yourself or do it with them, but do not have them go do this themselves, especially the auto ship. The auto ship is the most important part of the whole thing. Now, again, I've had this conversation with Joe where I said, Joe, this is not a 90 for 90 program or a 90 for 30 program. It's a 90 for life program. We're going to put you on auto ship. What can you afford per month? He can only afford $200 a month. It's the max he can afford. So I found out the best $200 of products for him. And the reason why I did that is because I used the health evaluation system and I looked at the products and I saw the scores on each product. And I knew based on Dr. Wallach's brain, what products would be best for Joe to take. Okay, so I get them on that. I set up their auto ship. Now, can we cancel the auto ship at any time? Absolutely. But you got to get them on auto ship. This has got to become automatic or it won't happen. Okay. Call them back in 5 days to see if they got their product okay and walk them through how to take each one. So I'm going to call Joe back and I check the back office. I can actually see the tracking number for Joe's products. You can click on the tracking number and you can find out exactly when the product's going to hit Joe's house. So it gets to Joe's house. I usually wait a day or two, you know, before I call him. But maybe a day. You know, I don't call if I see the package got there that day. Joe may be at work or something, so I don't call him that day, but I call him the next day. Hey, Joe, I saw that you got the package yesterday. Oh, yeah. I got it in the mail. Super. Did you get a chance to open it yet? And 9 times out of 10, the answer will be no. The number one reason for people not reordering here at Youngevity is not because the products didn't work. It's because your customer never opened the box. That's the number one problem we have here at Youngevity, is that people don't open the box of their products. So you got to ask them, did you open the box? Joe says, no, I didn't open the box. Great. Well, let's open it together right now. So I have Joe get the box, but let's put it on the counter. Great, open the box up. Oh, you see that thing with the orange cap on it? That's your BTT, your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You need to put 2 scoops of that in some water, 16 ounces of water, or you know whatever he wants to do, and mix it up. You can stir it right up, mix it instantaneously. And then there's that osteo powder in the blue cap. Take that off. Put 1 scoop of that in with it. Stir it up. So now you got the 2 products together. If they ordered that healthy body pack. So you got to drink the drink, and you got to take 3 of those gel caps. They're called EFA. So on that cap, take a black marker and put the number 3 on it. To remember, you got to take 3 EFAs every morning. Got it? Got it. Okay, super. So every morning, now where can we put this so you're going to remember to take it, Joe? It's got to become a habit in your life. And I said, what do you do every morning, Joe? And Joe goes, well, I make coffee. Every morning before I go to work, I make coffee. I said, great. Put these 3 things next to the coffee maker, just for now. So you remember to take them. Okay, so the orange thing there, it's got a number 2 on it. You got to take 2 scoops of that. You got to take 1 scoop of the osteo powder, mix it in with that. And you got to take 3 of those, and he writes it in black magic marker right on the lid. He's all set to go. Great, Joe. I'm going to call you back in 7 days to see how things are going. And he knows I'm serious about calling him back because I've called him back numerous times already. So he builds a habit over the next 7 days. I call him back, Joe, how are things going? Oh, Paul, they're going fantastic. You know, I already feel a difference by taking these nutrients. I didn't know what I was missing all these years. You know, you're going to hear that from them. And it's going to make your heart, you know, just filled with joy because, yeah, you made some money from this. But helping another human being is the most rewarding thing in the world. Contributing to someone else's life. And you're like, great, super. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have any problems, you got my name, you got my number. Call me, text me, whatever you need to do. I'm going to call you back in 2 weeks. We're going to retake the health evaluation to see what your score is. So he's been on the products for 30 days now. We're going to send him an email or a Facebook message or call him and say, listen, Joe, you need to retake the health evaluation now. Okay, and this is where the real magic of this system starts happening. So at the 30-day mark, have them retake the health evaluation. See if their health score went down. Remember, the whole goal of this thing is to make the health score go down. So if it didn't go down, you got to troubleshoot. Now we're going to have a whole class on how to troubleshoot coming up, okay? So don't worry if you don't know how to troubleshoot with them and, oh my gosh, the score didn't go down. So the score was 90 and it's still 90, okay? So it didn't go down at all. Well, first of all, it's only been 1 month. So let's not push the panic button yet here. But that being said, is he taking the right products? Is he taking enough of the right products? And there's all these troubleshooting things we're going to go. Is he being consistent? Joe, out of the past 30 days, how many days have you taken your supplements? Maybe 10. All right, well, that's only 30% of the time. So of course the stuff's not going to work because he's not taking it consistently. So I don't want to get into troubleshooting now, but there's some common sense things we got to ask Joe to see why his score is not going down, if it's not going down. Most times you're going to see the score go down considerably. It may be a 90, but if he's taking all the stuff, the recommendations in the right amounts consistently every day, you're going to see that 90 go down to 70, no problem. You're going to see some great improvements in Joe with that score. Now, here's the thing about people. They don't pay attention to how they feel. When you feel good, you don't remember when you felt bad. So a lot of people will say, no, I didn't feel anything from these products. No, I don't feel much. That's why it's so important to look at the score. Well, I know you didn't feel much, but just humor me and take the test again. Lo and behold, score was 90. The second time, 40. Joe, you said you didn't feel any different. Well, no, I feel fine. I don't, well, look at this. You filled it out the first time, you scored a 90, and this time you scored a 40. Oh, yeah, I guess my knee pain is gone. Oh, yeah, I do remember that really bothered me, or I do remember that I had high blood pressure, or I was on that medication, or whatever it was. It all of a sudden jogs their memory, and they have a flashback to when things weren't so good. So the score is super, super critical. Okay, so reevaluate them every 30 days and take another health evaluation. And you should be taking another health evaluation every 30 days also to see where your score is at. We want to get you down in the single digits, ideally 0. And that's what Youngevity can do. If you replace the nutrients that you're missing and you give your body what it needs, it can do amazing things. That's what we learned from Doc. You will have a health score of 0 if you're doing everything correctly. And if you're not, we can troubleshoot and make adjustments and get you on the right products to make sure that your score is 0. Okay? Now, if they didn't have any problems, then keep them going. Keep them going what they're doing. The goal is to help them achieve their 3 goals that they wrote out for themselves and to get their health score to 0. That's our goal. That's what we want to help Joe do. Okay, so when you accomplish these 4 things, I'm sorry, we accomplished this. When you help Joe's score go down and when you help him achieve his 3 goals, 4 good things are going to happen to you, okay? Number 1, they're never going to stop ordering. Retention's going to go up. What did I talk about at the very beginning of this training? I talked about the 3 ways you can make your volume go up. 1 was retention. Remember that? You got to get those people that were ordering last month to order again this month. So retention goes up. Number 2, they'll probably start ordering more products. So the average order goes up. Okay, so when they retake these health evaluations, they see, well, oh, I'm going to add that to my thing. Oh, maybe I should buy this pet product too. Oh, maybe I should try this Good Herbs product. So you're going to start seeing their average order go up. If the average order goes up, what did I say happens in the beginning of this training? Your volume goes up. Okay? So we got retention to go up. We got volume to go up. Number 3, they might become a business builder on your team. That's where I find all my great business builders from, is from happy customers because their score went down. Okay? And I say, hey, listen, you can do what I do. You can send people links to you can build on Facebook. I'll teach you exactly how to do it. You can give people a health evaluation. You can get people on these amazing products. There's nothing I've done that not anyone could do. Anyone could do it. Okay, I don't care who you are on the planet. Everything I taught today is duplicatable. It doesn't matter what works in this industry. What matters is what duplicates. And the magic behind the health evaluation system is that it duplicates better than anything I've seen in the network marketing industry ever. Okay, that's how good the system is. Number 4, they will send you referrals because you help them. So let's say Joe doesn't want to do the business. They don't want to do number 3. They don't want to be a business builder. They want nothing to do with it. They got their own thing going on. But Joe says, listen, Paul, I got 12 people I can refer to you right now that have all kinds of health problems. I love you. I love what you do. I think you're amazing. And I will refer you. I'm going to make a post on Facebook and tell all my friends, if you got any kind of health problem, call Paul. Okay. Actually, Cheryl has a saying in her house, don't bawl, call Paul. It's like a family motto over there in the Morley household. So people look to me to call me, because I built that relationship with them. I helped them get results. I walk with them. Another person in Youngevity, very close friend of mine, Tracy Wagstaff, does the same thing. She's just unbelievable. She gets them to do all of this right in order. She could probably do this training better than I can. Because this is exactly what she does, and she has the highest retention order. She gets them to order more products all the time. She either gets them to become a business builder on her team, or she gets them to send them her referrals. And she got more referrals she knows what to do with. I mean, I think she just signed up 10 people this week, or she just shot me a message yesterday. She did 5 more health evaluations, and these are people that she doesn't even know. They're just saying, hey, Joe told me to call you, Tracy, or get in contact with you here on Facebook. And, I got this thing going on. Can you help me with it? Tracy's like, I don't know, but if I send you a link to this recording, would you listen to it? So boom, that's how the whole thing starts. And we're going to teach you all of that again next week and in the weeks to come on exactly how to do that through social media. Okay. So these are 4 great things that happen when you use the health evaluation system exactly the way I went over today. The great thing about this class that's been an hour and 23 minutes now is that it's been recorded. So you can listen to this recording over and over and over again. All the training classes that we do will be recorded. They're going to be archived. So you can go back and watch them again. Not only can you go back and watch them again, but your team can go watch them. So you can become extremely duplicatable. You don't have to coach. You don't have to do this training for your team or your new people, because they can just watch this recording and I do all the training for you. Okay? So great deal. So the health evaluation system is not just the best customer acquisition system in Youngevity. It's the best system in all of network marketing. Again, that's how good this system is, because it accomplishes the 3 major things, the only 3 things that matter, which is get new customers in, keep the retention up, and get the average order to go up. That's the mindset that this system was based off of. Okay, so you can get your system today, again, at healthevaluationsystem.com. And all the members of the Health Evaluation System will get the $500 How to Build Your Business on Facebook training next Saturday for free. But that training is going to be inside of that HES community. Okay, so the class and all future classes, this is a free class for everybody, but all future classes will be held in that on Facebook, in that Health Evaluation Community Group page at HEScommunity.com. So you have to buy the Health Evaluation System. You have to go to that page, that link, request to be joined, and then our staff will go look and see if you paid for the system. If you did, they'll approve you, and you'll get in the group, and you'll be able to watch the trainings inside of that group from here on out. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope this training was good. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, I'd love to hear your feedback again. Post some comments below. If you have any questions, friend me up here on Facebook. Message me. The Facebook Messenger is the best way to get a hold of me. Strike up a conversation if you got any questions. I love helping people. This industry, this business, Youngevity, has given so much to me that I feel like I owe it back. I mean, what Doc has done for my life is unmeasurable. Steve Wallach, Michelle Wallach, Dave Brisky, the whole staff has just been so kind to me, so loving, given so much to my life that I just want to pay it back, And so I help anybody that wants help. I help them. Cheryl's the same way. Cheryl's the most giving person, most humble person you'll ever meet in your life. She's available, to help people. And there's all these great leaders: Tom Chenault, Scott Fardulis, Dr. Ariaza, Dr. Corey Gold. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on of all the unbelievable people here at Youngevity that all they want to do is help you. So this is the best environment in the world to be in. It's the best products in the whole industry. I mean, if you find a company that's got a better product line, product for product than we do, please tell me so I can leave Youngevity and go there. It doesn't exist. There's no company in the world. Our essential oils are the best essential oils in the whole world. Our coffee is the best coffee in the whole world. Our nutrition line is the best nutrition line in the whole world. Our hemp products blow away anything else out there. There's no second place to who we are. We have everything here. Our comp plan is unbelievable. We have everything here at Youngevity, including the training and the help and the support that you need to build an empire. You can build your empire here at Youngevity, but you got to want it. You know, you got to, again, that's why I started out this training today by going over RPM. You got to RPM your Youngevity business before you do anything else. You know, don't even buy the health evaluation system until you RPM your Youngevity business. What's the result I'm looking for? Why in the world do I want that? Get crystal clear on that. And then map. How am I going to do that? Come up with a business plan. And that's what Cheryl and I do for you. We help you develop that strategy. And MAP stands for map, how to get from where you are to where you want to get to. It's a strategy, it's a plan. And it also stands for, MAP stands for massive action plan. So when I first got into network marketing 23 years ago, I knew that it takes massive action to produce massive results. And I wanted massive results. I wanted to earn that $100,000 a month. So I took massive action. I got out 1,000 audio cassettes per week. Okay, I didn't just do one here and one there. You know, a lot of people call me and say, Paul, that health evaluation system, that really doesn't work. Well, how many people did you share it with? 2? Well, 2 is not going to work. You got to share it with 200. You know, then call me back. So you got to take some massive action here. Okay, and we're going to teach you how to take the massive action, how to find those people, because I hear a lot, I can't find people. Again, Facebook has 2.27 billion people on it, okay, right now. So we're going to help you find the people that really want to be part of this and how to systematically move them along. This really is nothing but a funnel system is what we're going to create here, or what we created here at Youngevity. And you're nothing more than a tour guide. You're just taking people from here to here to here to here to here. And we're going to teach you what all those little stops are, if you will, next week, okay? So I hope you're with us. I hope you want to do this. I hope you're serious about this. Cheryl and I are mega serious about helping you. And we love you. We want to see you be mega successful. Okay? So for now, I'm going to sign off. Please post your comments. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day, everyone.